What's up, everybody? Corey Van Castle Cook here, also known as the Bearded Cinephile and one half of Movie Chumps. And I wanted to give my reaction to the first 2024 film I've seen, and that is The Beekeeper, directed by David Ayer, who did Suicide Squad and also Fury and several others as well. Starring Jason Statham. It's written by Kurt Wimmer. And also Jeremy Irons is in this, as well as Josh Hutcherson, excuse me. And listen, this is fun. It was just a cool 90s throwback action movie that felt like out of that era. And I think the type of film we don't get much anymore. And listen, is a little paint by numbers? Is Kurt Wimmer's, script kind of fantastical? And there's no way this shit would happen in real life. Of course it is. But that's kind of that happens with all 90s action flicks in some ways. But it doesn't make this any less fun. Because this, and I hate to use that word because it gets thrown around so much, but this movie is just fun. It's Jason Statham kicking ass from 9 to 5, trying to take out basically the enemy in this is great. It's a bunch of fucking scammers. Fuck those people. The ones that prey on, the old generation and the gullible to just take out as much money as they can. I work somewhat in the IT industry, so I deal with this stuff on a consistent basis. Those people are just scumbag assholes, and I'm so glad that there's a movie about Jason Statham taking them out. I mean, he kills a dude with a laptop at one point, and flammable honey and bee puns galore. It's great. He's basically called a beekeeper. He's somebody that when the hive gets out of balance, it's like a special forces thing that almost nobody deals with or wants to fuck with in this case. But he's great. He's everything you want in a Jason Statham action film. Definitely see that they're possibly, I could see that they're going to be sequels, and it's doing a pretty good box office way. David Ayer, I think, is underrated in terms of his ability as a director. I think he would have made in 80s and 90s. He would have been a great director for hire when it comes to action films. And I'm glad to see he's gainfully employed, because obviously Suicide Squad was not his baby. It's not something. It was studio compromise from top to bottom. So I'm glad he's out there still making movies. Josh Hutcherson, Hunger Games fame, just plays such a sleazy scumbag piece of shit that you just want to get what's coming to him in this case. And listen, the third act is bananas. It's so unrealistic in some ways, but in the best way possible. I don't know how they got Jeremy Irons to be in this film. He brings it. He's not bad by any chance, but I'm sitting there going, man, they must have rolled out a huge check for him to show up with a little bit of clout. But is this movie worth watching? Absolutely. It's the type of movie that we don't get much anymore because everything's so cookie cutter and made with business deals and all that crap that's going on. A lot of anti-art assholes in the industry that apparently seem to be pulling the strings. So I'm glad that a movie like this exists. It's an hour and a half of kick back, check your brain at the door, action that's really good. Actually, the action is very solid, very choreographed, very, very well. I appreciated that quite a bit. It's black and white characters, that whole situation. There's not a room for nuance and detail, but I didn't give a shit. It was just a lot of fun, had a great time, enjoyed it, definitely would see more, hope they make more. If you're going to ask me for a score on this one, it's a solid 7 out of 10 for me. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. Anyway, that's it for me now. I'm Corey Van Castle Cook, also known as the Bearded Cinephile and one half of Movie Chumps, and I'll see everybody next time. Peace.